Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your tribal god, Peter Joseph here, for a late Sunday night video right here on Metal God 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now. Alright, little abbreviated belching video for the intro. I apologize for that, but it is what it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching on this late Sunday night, December the 29th, 2024. Well, if you're watching on the replay, for all my great people on the replay crew, it is now the day before New Year's Eve, December the 30th, 2024. We are pretty much under 36 hours away, well, almost under 48 hours away, I should say, from the year 2025. It's gonna be exciting, you know. It was hot today, it's gonna be a little bit chillier tomorrow, then pretty much gets cold all fucking week. And then, guess what? The first Monday of the new year, we're getting some snow. Not a lot, thankfully, but this ain't about originally they said 5 to 6 inches, then they downgraded that to 2 to 4, and now that's pretty much nothing. We're gonna get like a mixed bag on Monday, maybe 2 inches at most, but 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches on Monday, late Sunday into Monday, and then kind of clears out like late Monday on the 6th, and then on the 7th it would be cold. So everything we get freezes up, but hopefully by that first official weekend of January 2025, it'll warm up, and all this will be turned to slush, and then bleh. And that's pretty much it. But winter is still, it's already here. Like, it's the 9th day of I think the 9th or 10th day of winter. So January and February are pretty bad for winter, so we're gonna get some storms. Hopefully no Easters or no blizzards, but you gotta be careful here in the Northeast because you can get anything here, shit. But by the time you hit March, maybe rarely we'll get any snow in beginning of March, but then the end of March, it's the springtime, warmer weather, and then pretty much what we get is a lot of rain, but it is what it is. But enjoy tomorrow, enjoy New Year's Eve, and then we're going to drop that ball, and it's going to be 2025. And hopefully for a lot of us, a hard reset, new beginnings, fresh start, and we move on from there. And if you have any New Year's resolutions, you're probably going to break them anyway. I only have one New Year's resolution, not giving a fuck. So that's my New Year's resolution, not giving a fuck. Just gonna keep doing what I gotta do and don't give two fucks about anybody. And that's pretty much it. But anyway, you don't want to hear about that. Ladies and gentlemen, on the Metal God channel, I'm Peter Joseph, by the way, but you knew that already. Over the last couple days, I've done a lot of tribute videos to the faithful departed, Reggie Jackson, Rey Mysterio Sr., the uncle of Rey Mysterio Jr., we lost Jeremy Lehman, otherwise known as Jax Dane, a wrestler. He passed away a couple of days ago. Yesterday we lost Greg Gumbel, sports broadcasting legend. And sadly tonight, 2 days away, we could get more deaths before the ball drops, and then we'll get our first official death of 2025, but I hope that's not till later in the year, but later in January, but we'll see what happens with that. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, I have the sad news to report that we have another death, and we lost the 39th President of the United States. Yes, indeed. Jimmy Carter has passed away. The oldest living president of the United States. He passed away tonight at the age of 100. So, he got to that century mark, and, but he was in a bad health, in pretty much his 80s and his 90s. He had a little scare with skin cancer, but he beat that. But he was in a hospice, I think last year, and sadly, he died tonight. So of pretty much natural causes, but it is what it is. So anyway, he dedicated much of his life to humanitarian causes. He died in his hometown of Plains, Georgia. His family announced Sunday. The former president was known for his work with philanthropic organizations like Habitat for Humanity and was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2022. He was our 39th president from 1977 to 1981. Negotiated the Camp David Accords between Israel and Egypt. Transferred the Panama Canal to Panamanian ownership, which not anymore. And then now Trump wants to get the Panama Canal back from, I think, the Mexicans or something like that. But in any case, he expanded public lands in Alaska, established formal diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China. He'd been ailing health. He'd been in bad health. That's what I meant. During the past decade, he was in hospice care for more than a year. And tributes all night have been coming in from around the world. Soon-to-be ex-President Biden paid his respects, honors his dear friend, and he was in St. Croix, Christiansted, St. Croix, which is one of the islands in the Atlantic. He said, "This is a sad day, but it brings back an incredible amount of good memories." He says, "Today, America and the world, in my view, lost a remarkable leader." Yes. He wasn't a bad president, per se. I mean, like I said, I was born in 76, so when I was born, he was about to take office. I think right after Nixon, I believe. I am not a crook! So, well, you are, but, it is what it is. So we got that. Biden was on the phone with President Carter's family before delivering his remarks. And he shared one of his fondest memories with President Carter, saying it was when he first endorsed his candidacy for president. And Biden said, "My fondest memory of Jimmy Carter was when he grabbed me by the arm and said, 'I need you to help me with my campaign.'" I think he was saying that jokingly. And I told him, "I've only been around a couple of years, Mr. Governor." Okay. So we get that, and then he says, "I told him when I was endorsing him that it was not only his policies, but his character, his decency, the honor he communicates to everyone. He appreciated how very kind Jimmy Carter was to him and his wife Jill Biden, and after his son Beau Biden passed away." And he says, "Jimmy Carter is an example of just, simple decency, and I think that's what the rest of the world looks to America for." Some kind of decency here, but it is what it is. Then he added, "Can you imagine Jimmy Carter walking by someone that needs something and just keeps walking? Can you imagine Jimmy Carter referring to someone by the way they look or the way they talk? I can't." Well, obviously. So in Plains, Georgia, the only business that was open was at 8:30 p.m. was Dollar General, and people went to the grocery store, including a woman named Penny Smith, who has lived there for 48 years. She married into the town, and said that she knew President Jimmy Carter, who was most famous for his I think his brother Billy Carter for peanuts and everything. They loved the peanuts, like Ronald Reagan, who came after him, loved those jelly beans. I love those jelly beans. But just an amazing man, did a lot of stuff. And even Kamala Harris said in a statement that Jimmy Carter's life is a testament to the power of service. As a lieutenant in the United States Navy, the 76th governor of Georgia and the 39th president of the United States, he reminded our nation and the world that there is strength in decency and compassion. She also reflected on Carter's efforts to protect the environment, promote government transparency, and work towards peace around the world. Well, I wish there was these days, but there's not. But maybe Mr. Trump can fix that, but we'll see. So Jimmy Carter told his son Chip Carter earlier this year, "I'm only trying to make it to vote for Kamala Harris." That didn't work. And the Carter Center confirmed to USA Today the former president voted by mail for the vice president, meaning Kamala Harris, in Georgia. Then Barack Obama had a few words for the president. I'm not going to go into that. George Bush, not President George, where am I at here? George W. Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush, said some words as well, saying President Carter dignified the office of the President of the United States, stuff like that. Bill Clinton, who's not doing so good either, he had a little health scare, was in the hospital, but I believe he's doing fine now. He had some words of wisdom, guided by his faith. President Carter lived to serve others until the very end. Donald Trump said Americans owe Jimmy Carter a debt of gratitude. So, because he faced a lot of challenges. Jason Carter, his eldest grandson, shared a musical tribute to his grandfather, simply sharing a link to a performance of Jason Isbell's song "Last of My Kind." So his funeral is... It was... Family members prepared for a memorial journey from Plains, Georgia to Atlanta, and then his final resting place in Washington, D.C., before returning to bury him in South Georgia. Public memorial observances will take place in both Atlanta and Washington, D.C., I believe tomorrow or New Year's Eve. I don't know when this actually is. I'm trying to find the actual date, but I don't see it. So, that's all I gotta say about that. But a great president, early on in my childhood, when I was like 1 to 4 years old, basically, and then, pretty much I grew up with Ronald Reagan, and then later George Bush, the first George Bush, George W. Bush, not gonna do it, wouldn't be prudent, and then, lived through, no, who came after that? George W. Bush, then Bill Clinton, for those years, the whole Dan Quayle saga, I don't want to even get into that, and then pretty much George H.W. Bush, who led us into the Persian Gulf War, the start of terrorism, when the Twin Towers fell, that's when we went to war, the Persian Gulf War, and then I think in the 90s we had some stuff with Bill Clinton, Operation Desert Storm and all that other stuff. I think it was maybe before or after that, I forget, but in any case, then, we had to go through George H.W. Bush for a little bit, then Obama, then the first reign of Donald Trump, and then Biden, stealing the election in 2020, and now Donald Trump is back in office, the 47th President of the United States. In 3 weeks, he'll be inaugurated, and pretty much as soon as he's inaugurated, hour one, he's going to start getting shit done. So pretty much by the end of the day, on January the 20th, by the end of the day, he's going to get a lot of shit done. And it's going to be hopefully great. And for the next 4 years, from 2025 all the way up to 2029, 28, I should say, 28, 29, we're going to have fun. It's going to be fun. And hopefully, no wars, No bullshit, no scandals, none of that crap. We don't need that. But we'll see what happens as Mr. Trump, Mr. Donald Trump starts his second reign of terror here in the United States. Change is coming in 2025 and beyond. And we'll see what happens with that. But to Jimmy Carter, a great president, a great man, a man of the people, kind of like Ronald Reagan, and in some ways Bill Clinton, and a little bit of Obama too, and then Trump. But it is what it is. So as I always do on my Rest in Peace videos, my tribute videos, which are not for clout, if you think otherwise, too bad. So as I always do in my tribute videos, momentary moment of silence and a toast to the faithful departed. So to Jimmy Carter, rest in peace, sir, Mr. President. I hope you are doing some good stuff up there with all the other dead presidents up there. You know, like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln and all those other people that came before. But to you, Jimmy Carter, I hope you're having a lot of peanuts and peanut butter up in heaven. Speaking of that, I'm hungry for a peanut butter sandwich. So, in honor of Jimmy Carter, I'm going to have a peanut butter sandwich just before I go to bed. And that's pretty much it. So to Jimmy Carter, rest in peace, sir. Cheers. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have any memories of Jimmy Carter, if you were even born around in the late 70s, early 80s, like I was, because I just turned 48, so I know a lot of things back from the 80s, so, because the 80s are the greatest decade ever, but I digress on that. But if you have any memories of Jimmy Carter, then put it down below in the comment section. Please like the video, and that's all the other stuff. So, if you like it, great. You don't, too bad. Alright guys, I am out of here. I'm going to go to bed because I gotta do some errands tomorrow. I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow, and pretty much that's my final doctor appointment tomorrow. Then I'm gonna get ready for Monday Night Raw, the final Raw on the USA Network, final 2-hour show, and then get ready to drop that ball on Tuesday. We're gonna have fun, and then we're gonna chill. We're gonna pregame early in the day. You know, have a little lunch, and then probably at night we're gonna go out to probably go out to eat, and then maybe go to the bar and watch the ball drop, get drunk, and then well, yeah, most of us will probably, you know, be at the bar, be at New Year's Eve parties around the world, around the country, maybe drinking and drinking, having fun, and then we count down at 11:59 and 0 seconds till midnight, and then the ball drops, and then it'll be officially 2025, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope it's a better year than this year for most of us. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. But if you're going out, please be responsible. Know when to say when. And all that other good stuff. That's all I'm going to say about that. Have fun at your New Year's Eve parties. And if you want to get drunk, get laid, do whatever, then do it. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I am Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on and rock hard with your cool cute. And if you're not down with that, well, that's just too goddamn bad. Because, like the prophecy, like Jimmy Carter, we got 2 words. We got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Jimmy Carter, a great president and a great man. That's all I gotta say about that. Rest in peace, Mr. President. And that's it. Until next time, God bless America. Peace.